freaking adopt. Hey there. Yeah, hi. Yeah, the montage is done now. Yeah, I know, it was kind of abrupt. Wait, let me go and find the light for you. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that all better? I'm sure it is. Anyways, yeah, so that took me a little while to make, but hi, yeah. It's a new video. It's Terraria Calamity hard mode, and no, you're not getting post Moonlord till later. Probably like 8 months from now. I don't know when this video is gonna be out, but hey, I don't really know. But yeah, this recording might be a lot longer, so go and grab a snack, you know. And yeah, I still have the same old habit of not recording me beating certain bosses like Golem and whatever. Don't get mad at me. You see fights of Golem anyway. And honestly, it's practically tradition now. But yeah, I guess this is the video. Yeah, I guess I should probably get to documenting instead of just showing you random, like, bits of footage. So, yeah. To be honest with you, most of this is just exploring. For a little bit. I'm just getting immersed to hard mode. It takes me a bit. And, yeah, but I've heard that all of you really like action. You want to see what action looks like? Sure, let me show you what action looks like. Isn't it fun? Sitting here, whittling down an Ice Golem's HP with the pre-hard mode weapon? Post-perforators? I'm not gonna put you through that torture. So, I finally killed the Ice Golem after an additional 2 minutes of just throwing the feather knife at them. I test the Senquadia, which is my new weapon. I explore the Astral Plains biome, and then I find the wizard, and he sells unique candles. I go down into hell with some boom shurikens, and I begin to mine hellstone. I begin to explore the Brimstone Crag, collecting materials, and then I die and make a weird sound. I then make the Cobalt Drill, and the Cobalt Kunai, and the Palladium Javelin. Moving to the Astral Infection, I begin to farm Titan Hearts from, well, Titans, for our next Rogue Armor set, the, Astral Titan Armor. I don't even know why it's called that. I really think that belongs to a melee class, but whatever. I start to explore the Sunken Sea a bit because I need to get some more stuff for some new weapons and some other stuff. I somehow awaken a giant clam and then get rolled. Yo, he's going in. After that loss, I go back and begin to fight the giant clam once more. Now you're probably wondering what... Oh, wow. It's a little bit difficult to dodge. Anyways, I make sea prisms, and I then craft myself the Prismaline. Now, I do take a little bit of a break, and before I unpause my recording, I did some other stuff, but not much. I then place heart lanterns around my arena, and then... the Destroyer makes their arrival. I guess you're gonna do it for us, okay. Oh, whoa, you're different. Oh my god, you're first flame. Okay. Well, this run's dead. I got hit by that. Yep. It was indeed dead. Anyways, I explored the jungle for some life fruit and found a Plantera bulb. I'm not going to hit that thing. That thing is fucking terrifying. I eventually find the gelatin crystal, which summons the Queen Slime boss. Luckily, because my jungle was hallowed, so, you know, I'm kind of lucky. I'm kind of the goat. Dang it! I do some traveling to my desert, I then kill some sand elementals, and then I summon the queens. Now, I know this is kind of stupid, but... Yeah, kind of. Okay. Thank you. Alright, I think we can move on from here now. So now, I make the cryo key, and then I fight Cryogen. Okay, so I what hell? This is a boss. This boss probably is. Oh my god. Okay, so after it goes up like big garage, then it's gonna be the bitch. That's really good. Well, I'm definitely gonna be fighting this boss oh, that's like a new one. Ah, man, I did so good, though. The darker blue ones. Dang! Dead, yeah. Okay, nice. Good work. Instantly going. Dang it! I looked down and then I got. Well, let's move on, shall we? I do some reading, I then open up my goodie bag and look at what I got inside. I then put on Soul of the Cryogen, finally a new pair of wings. I then find Permafrost, the Archmage, look at his shop, and I find the Ice Star.
Oh, Ice Star.
And I also figure out that I'm poor.
Oh, it's 30 gold.
After fixing my financial issue, I finally claim the Ice Star for myself, and I decide to take it for a little bit of a spin.
Oh, fuck, yes. Oh, dude, this thing is so fast. Oh, it homes. It homes, too. It homes. Yo, this dude's amazing.
I then find Cryonic Ore and figure out I can't mine it.
Oh, I can't even mine it.
I then decide after all this time, I should rematch the Destroyer with my newfound power.
Yeah, he kind of wrapped me around.
Yeah, I'll just fight the twins instead.
Are you kidding?
Can you stop, please?
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Leave me alone!
Moving on from the twins now, we get invaded by the pirates. Or, well, they're approaching right now. And then I beat them up. They're fucking pirates. What did you expect? I set my sights on my next target, the Aquatic Scourge. I then go mining for Orichalcum and Mithril for some gear and stuff. I then make the Stormfront Razor. I test it out. It's okay, I guess. But the real weapon here is the Blazing Star. This thing is my go. I then kill Cryogen twice. Then make my second goat, the Kelvin Catalyst. And then I start building an arena at the Sulphuric Sea. By the way, this is 2,200% speed, by the way. I know it's very boring, so I'll cut to the aquatic scourge. We've haven't gotten to the bullet hell part of the game. I'm gonna heal here. Like, why did I... On 10. Well, why am I doing worse now? What's going on? Minefield, bro. I'm dead. Oh my god. Damn. Getting hit by one of those skulls deals like 80 damage, 90 damage altogether, bro. That is rough. Damn it, I flew into that. Dang it. Dang it, that wall. It was like a tiny little wall of like those like little like gashes. Dang it, man. That was a tough fight. The Spheric skies darken. Oh, yo. I have to say, the Aquatic Scourge is actually one of my favorite bosses. It was just really fun to fight them. It may not have seemed like it, but it's definitely not only the hardest fight, obviously, but the least obvious part is how fun it was. Want to see what my life was like for the next 4 hours? I'm not joking. For the next, like, I think like 4 to 5 hours, my life was fighting the Destroyer. No. I'm not joking. Do I sound like I am? This is torture. This wasn't fun. I was going insane. I lowered the volume, by the way. I was singing. That's not good. So I was a little down on my luck, so you know what I decided to do? Summon a boss. Not just any boss, but a boss that I'm supposed to be fighting after lunatic cultists. You guys know what happens next, right? You see it, right? I die. So to be honest, I was kind of down on my luck, but while exploring the astral biome, I got a message that a certain skeleton was primed and ready for me. So I waited at my arena for them to arrive. And combat would soon ensue. There was another song I was going to use in this section, but, you know, I hit a copyright, so I had to take my video down. And now I have to use this, which, honestly, I like this song a lot. Actually, I like it a lot better. But, it will look edited, like, completely off beat in most cases. So, yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying to edit this anymore. And, yes, I am working on the Put a Screen Look video. It's almost done. Yeah.
What? That's it?
To be honest, I didn't really know how to feel. I mean, after hours, it's been a little while since I've beaten a boss. And it was one that I struggled with a lot if I played normally on normal Terraria. Not even modded. I find Skeletron Prime to be kind of difficult. But it was almost devastating in a way to see that Destroyer was the boss that, like, was beating me the most, and that would continue to happen as my session continued. But I just wanted to get away from endlessly attempting Destroyers, so I actually wanted to fight the Brimstone Elemental, which I call Brimmy. A lot of other people call them Brimmy, but I also call her Brimmy, so every time I say Brimmy, just know that I'm referring to the Brimstone Elemental. Anyways, time to fight. Now there's basically no avoiding it. I only have like one boss left, realistically, before I can really continue on to the next parts of the game. So guess who we're gonna be fighting?
So if I'm all the way at its bottom...
I'll wait. It's fucking Calamitous Clone. Guess what? We get Destroyer 2.
Really? Yes. This is the attempt.
The more attentive among you probably would have realized that I've actually made a bunch of stuff throughout fighting all the mechs and stuff, which I haven't really talked about, so I guess I'll get to that. I made Daedalus armor, Terraspark boots, frost wings, all sorts of weapons. I think I made like a scythe thingy. I got a weapon from Calamitous Clone. And one of the coolest weapons is the Exorcism. I also made the Spear of Destiny and stuff. But there's a whole lot of other stuff that I don't really want to like talk about because it's just a lot of stuff. I'll try and stay more attentive from here on out about my own stuff, because I've been more focused on editing for the past, like, 9 hours. However, my next target is a boss named Plantera, and also one of my favorite bosses. Let's see how the attempts go. With the defeat of Plantera, I'd then make the Samsara Slicer and probably some other stuff. I really like the Samsara Slicer. It's really nice. It's really cool. It's very fun to use. I tested it out. It's very effective at killing things. I then go to the dungeon to get some ectoplasm. And after getting some ethically sourced Ashes of Calamity, I then summon the Great Sand Shark.
Damn.
And then I beat the Great Sand Shark because it's just a filthy mini-boss. Anyways, I then figure out that our next boss, or the target, is a sea lady with her sea dog. Man, that's really fun. And then I make the Vampiric Talisman, and then finally, for the nobody, and I mean absolutely no one, because no one knows what this arc is, because I only got like maybe 5, 7, 10 viewers on my last video, but I finally finished the roof of my house. And I'm only gonna get like 3 viewers on this video, or probably none. Because no one cares about me, and no one knows me for obvious reasons. I was just... This sucks. I put so much time into this, and it just gets nothing, but you know what? I love it. I'm doing it for me. In the hopes that I don't have to actually get a real job. To the 1.5 people that see this part of the video, rate my house like 1 out of, like 1 out of 10 motorcycles or something, I don't know. Alright, I'm bored, let's fight time. defeat of Astamorius, we can now move on to... My dumbass tries to fight Astrodeus again. It goes about as well as you think it does. After figuring that out, I go ahead and grab the Stellar Knife after a not-so-stellar time. And then I finally go into the Jungle Temple, slowly traversing it until I finally make it to the Altar Room, where my fated showdown with Golem, and to my immense disappointment, I would actually fucking die. I'm so dog shit at this game. Luckily, I do have a chance at fighting him again. You know, it surely won't go terribly. Right, god damn it. Okay, it has to be this attempt. There's no way it's not this attempt. I definitely beat him here. Right?
What is that?
Okay, fine. Fine. It's definitely this attempt. It has to be. Listen, the other attempts were just... I don't know what's happening those attempts, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe I was just playing really, really bad. I can't be losing to Golem. It's a Golem. The easiest boss in Terraria. Okay. I see I'm making a severe lapse in my judgment. Okay. But it has to be this one. Right? Okay. What the actual hell is going on? I fought Golem on the surface, but I can imagine you already know how that went. It wasn't good. This was so bad. I was so demotivated to play after this, I literally got off. That's not good. Luckily, I can spare you from the absolute torture that Golem was. I know that you may have wanted to see that, but honestly, as you can probably tell, I don't think that you would want to know. But I eventually beat him. And now we're gonna move on to our next bit of fun. And by fun, I mean this violent-ass pigfish. Oh my god. Duke Fishron. This boss literally made me lie down on my bed and contemplate my life. Bro, Duke Fishron took my ass, spread it wide open, and tongue first directly into the brown balloon knot. Like, it was over, bro. Like... You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna. This deserves its whole mini act. This is gonna be the first mini act. Okay. You know what? Here you go. A whole mini act for Duke Fishron because that's how terrifying this boss was. We can finally continue the main story now.
Yay!
I find a really creepy cult, so naturally I throw a bunch of robotic plague bees at them, and then I summon the Grand Wizard. Oh. That's not good. Your racism will not go unpunished, you evil lunatic fiend. Anyways, after defeating the Grand Wizard of, I honestly don't know what cult it was, we have now summoned, or well, they have summoned, the Pillars of Racism. And we kind of have to destroy them because racism isn't really that good. I mean, they're also called the Celestial Pillars, but honestly, I feel like most celestial creatures that are beyond our world are probably racist or like xenophobic to us or something, I don't know. But, you know, despite all this, we actually need to defeat these pillars, collect their powers, and then summon the Great Noonday. Wait, So anyways, after all that, I made the Star of Darkness and the Shard of Antumbra, and I figured out that Astrum Deus is my next target. You know that giant space worm that I've been kind of fighting every now and again throughout the playthrough? Yeah. Now I'm actually supposed to fight him. So, with 2 new weapons made from Meld Blob, which is like a material added in Calamity, from like the enemies of like the pillars and whatever, we now get to actually fight Astrum Deus at the tier we're supposed to. Wow. How shocking. Time to fight Astrum Deus! that's it. Yeah, that's hard mode. We're now in post-Moon Lord phase of the game. I guess I just want to talk a bit before I get the last bit of editing done and this video pushed out, and I wave my hand goodbye into the sunset as I then start editing post-Moon Lord, which I don't know how long that will take. But to be honest, I felt... I've been kind of in like a hurdle of emotions throughout all this. I've been dealing with a lot while editing this video, but it was still fun too. And playing through Terraria Calamity in its hard mode section of the game was really, really fun, difficult, and I've learned a lot of lessons from it. Patience, which I already had, determination, which I already had, and carpet tunnel. But, you know, through it all, I can gladly say I have beaten Terraria Calamity Revengeance hard mode for the first time. And I think with that, I think I'll be signing off for right now. May we meet again in the future for anyone that actually made it this far in the video, and honestly, if you have, you probably like me, so as much as I think it's really fucking cringe to ask, subscribing and liking would really help, you know, because that's how that works. But, like, you know what, it's your choice, ultimately. You don't have to, but I kinda want to make a living off of this. But that probably won't happen until I get some kind of, like, VTuber to react to me or something. But, yeah. But I don't really know how I really want to end this. That was a sentence that should not have been uttered. But I think the only good way to end this is by saying thank you for watching. Really, to the bottom of my heart, I put my whole soul into this kind of craft, so yeah. I hope it was fun. I hope you got good laughs, even though I'm not really that funny. I find it hard to be funny on a camera. It feels very forced. But besides that, I hope that you have an amazing day. And if you're struggling, just remember that there's always better days ahead. And if you have anyone that you can lean on, do so. Cherish the people around you, and goodbye. And I hope to see you within the near future. Farewell.